Welcome back to some more battles. We are in the open Great Lake, and today we have a team featuring the Galarian Weezing paired with the Blastoise and the Guzzlord on the back. All right, we're going to switch into the Blastoise here to match them, and let's see if we get them to switch out. They are doing the right thing. They're staying in, firing off a move, softening our own Blastoise, but then they come in with their Cradily. Cradily is going to try to get to that Grass Knot. We are just going to fire off a ton of Hydros here. And we actually get to another Hydro to potentially grab a shield. And that's already a job well done. We'll take that. Maybe we catch a Grass Knot here. That'd be amazing. Nope. Unfortunately, it's going to be the Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb is going to do a lot of neutral damage. We force the Blastoise to come back in. And we could only throw this Sludge. The Sludge is going to chip away. We get to another Sludge, which is amazing. Gets them into the low red, and now we got to try to win this game with our backline with shield advantage. We go into the Blastoise, trying to tank a Hydro. We do get the Hydro, and now we switch into the Guzzlord. Guzzlord gonna shield here no matter what. They are running Flash Cannon, so Flash Cannon unfortunately is not going to be able to go through. We fire off our own Brutal Swing. Grabs the shield, and then we're going to fire off another Brutal Swing. This is going to get them really low. Potential Dynamic Punch. We do show the correct one. Here comes another move. It's going to be the Dynamic Punch. We barely survive. They try to get our Guzzlord to use some energy, but now we use the Brutal Swing onto the Cradily, and now we snipe down the Blastoise. So GG Strapunit, able to wiggle out of that situation perfectly with the Guzzlord in the back. Now we got the Weezing versus the Sandslash. This is going to be quite difficult to deal with, as the Sandslash is a core breaker between the Weezing and the Guzzlord. We're going to tank the first move, and we're going to bait. We have the Overheat. Let's see if we get the shield. We do. And now we take the advantage and head it into the Blastoise. This Blastoise does grab the tanks the Ice Punch, and now we see the Golem get into a move. We do show the correct Wild Charge, and this is going to be able to take out the Golem easily. They actually have the Superior in the back. That was quite the play by them, trying to grab a shield or getting the KO and just sacking it. Our opponent here is going to have to think about tanking this move. We do actually grab the shield, and now we have an opportunity to win the game with our Guzzlord. Guzzlord can tank all the moves here no matter what. We're looking for the farm down. Aerial Ace is used. Now we have the energy advantage to get to this Brutal Swing versus the Sandslash. Luckily, we had a move banked with our Weezing, and we do snipe their energy, and down goes their Sandslash, and Superior was not going to be able to win against that backline. So GG's to our opponent. Now we got the Morpeko versus our Weezing. They swap out into their Blastoise. Going to take this chip and dip strategy here. Try to catch the Hydro Cannon. Let's see if we catch it. We do. So now we have the mirror matchup with the health advantage. Another Hydro goes through, and we can survive that easily. We're actually going to go for this Scold because we think that they're not going to shield, and that's going to KO. Now we force them to use energy here. Let's see what they end up using. Psychic Fang is not enough to take us out, and we are going to be able to reach a Hydro. This grabs the shield, and now we can just go into our Guzzlord immediately. We don't have to worry about any of these moves here because we resist all of these moves from that form. And now we have a little bit of energy advantage. We do have the Sludge Bomb. So Sludge Bomb, super effective towards the Azu. We have to shield here. We are not taking any fast move pressure. We're mainly trying to get to multiple Sludge Bombs. Here comes another Sludge Bomb. They have to shield or get the KO. We're going to shield here because we have the clear advantage, and we can basically overfarm until they get to their next move. They did catch their move onto the Morpeko, but We were going to throw that energy anyways. So we take out the Morpeko. We immediately go into the Weezing, and we get to the Sludge to take out that Azumarill. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with our combination of the Weezing and the Guzzlord. Okay, we got the Skeletors to deal with here. This is fairly neutral, but we're going to dip out of there, try to get a head start and energy advantage, and we see the Chestnut. Chestnut ends up tanking the move. We go for the Skull Bash, and that deals enough damage that we think we can just farm down with the Weezing. So now we're just going to potentially just go for the full farm down from this range. They go for the superpower to get us less farm, so that was a heads up play by them, honestly. We go for this Brutal Swing towards this Quagsire, and we have no choice but to soften this as much as we can. We try to catch the move, but they actually are aware of that. We shield the first one, ends up being the Stone Edge. So we just shield the correct move. Here comes a move. Disarming Voice is used. So we had to make a guess on the Skeletors not running the right moveset against us, but unfortunately, Disarming Voice Torch Song combination is very unique. So GG's to our opponent. Obviously, we were thinking they potentially have Shadow Ball, Torch Song, Blast Burn, Shadow Ball combination, but the rare case of Disarming Voice loses us the game. We go into the Blastoise. They finally switch into their Superior. The Superior does shield the first move. Does that mean we survive this now because we have a boosted defense? No. So we end up grabbing a shield, which is nice. Now we're going to the Weezing, resisting a lot of their moves. Aerial Ace is the only move they can go for. 2 Aerial Aces gets us into the yellow, and now we're going to go for the Sludge. Let's see if it takes it out. Nope, but we get the farm down. That's not bad. The opponent comes straight in with their Greninja. They actually go for the Nice/Bait, so that's good for them. We go for the Sludge, we get the shield, and then we're going to try to catch the next move here. No matter what it is, it's going to be resisted. They go for the Nice Slash, actually, and they're staying in, trying to get to another move. We actually let this go. A Hydro Cannon doesn't quite do that much, and they reveal the Clogsire. So Clogsire is going to deal some neutral fast move. We shield here. They reveal Stone Edge, Clogsire. So it's going to take them a little bit longer to get to these moves, thankfully. Now we get to another Brutal Swing. This Brutal Swing will get him into the red. Now we're just going to combo play into the Weezing because we have a move. This Brutal Swing will take out. And now we're looking for the farm down. Now we do. So GG's to our opponent, able to wiggle out of that situation. Check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.